What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Scale News Update. If you're not familiar with the show, this is where we talk about the news topics that happened over the last week in the scale world of RC. We do this every Tuesday, and if you enjoy the Scale News Update, make sure to hit the like button before you go. But let's jump into this week's topics. First topic for this week is something new from Proline, and this is their Stinger wheelie bar. This is made for the Traxxas Slash, which is one of the most popular platforms to build a no-prep RC drag car from, and they made a fully molded version of a wheelie bar. Molded version may not be the most rigid option, but at least this will likely be very inexpensive and continue that trend of being able to set up a drag car on a fairly cheap budget with a car that you may have lying around being unused. The continuing number of options of parts for the no prep scene just continue to be one of the dominating things in RC over the last 6 months to a year, maybe even, but really ramping up as of lately. Maybe you're shopping for some drag tires and wheels and you just feel like throwing in that new wheelie bar option. I'll link to it in the description below. And next, Axial made a post today showing that they are actually already shipping the SCX10-3 RTRs. Just a couple short weeks after the announcement that they were coming out, they're ready to ship. Today, I believe they actually started to leave the warehouse and customers will start to have them in their hands in just a day or two in some cases. And then everybody who has one pre-ordered, I would imagine, will have it probably close to the end of the week. We touched on the SCX10-3 RTR at the time of announcement, but if you don't remember, the SCX10-3 RTR comes as basically a full spec version like the kit was. Everything that was in the kit is in the RTR. It is coming with a 3-channel radio, and out of the box, it's set up to operate the dig on the auxiliary channel. If you'd like to switch it over to the 2-speed instead of the dig, you can move the included servo over to that position. But if you would like to increase the functions and add another servo, you will have to pick up a different radio. That DX3 will not support another channel. However, the built-in ESC receiver combo, which is the new Spectrum Firma 40, I believe, that will support 4 channels. So you will not have to swap out that right away if you want to add that additional feature. You'll just need to bind up a radio that includes that ability to add the extra channel. So it is nice to see that even though they used a 2-in-1, which is sometimes seen as a negative side, this one's got that extra functionality that if you want to do something other than just exactly how it comes, it still has that ability. Then let's quickly jump on a topic that last week I screwed up. Last week, Traxxas released the new Blazer bodies that they had teased at SEMA last year. And instead of saying Blazer, I put Bronco in the title, but I said I typed Bronco, but I said I don't know. I said it right, I typed it wrong, and every other comment on the video happened to be about my one little mistake, but my bad. Blazer bodies. If you want a Blazer body, there you go. Pick one up. And speaking of 2009, HPI came out with a new basic Lipo Charger, like uber basic. This thing, I don't even know why this is news. The only reason that I'm even bringing this up is because I just saw it on every site. They must have put it out to every magazine and face blog and just everywhere. And this is like, this is basic chart. If this thing's more than $15, it's too much. Why? I don't know. See, this is a 2-amp charger. If you have a 5,000 milliamp battery, this thing is going to take forever to charge. This is like fast track days. You know, you wait 8 hours for your battery to charge. This is ridiculous. 2-amp charger. Why did they release this? Just of all the things HPI could be finished working on or releasing something, a 2-amp charger. Next, if you're running out of things to build and are possibly looking for a new kit, the SSD Trail King had another price drop. This thing is way cheaper than when it came out now, just over $300 now. It's dropped in price twice significantly. I believe that it's $100 cheaper than when it came out. So if you're thinking about, you know, a rig like this, it's basically an SCX10-2. It's basically an older truck. It was almost an older truck right when it came out. SCX10-2 reproduction rails basically, but it's got these scale engine transmission transfer case set up and a slightly offset front axle. So there's some nice little things there, but no tires, wheels, body, or any detail stuff like that. But the price is way down there, so maybe you're looking for a new kit to build, maybe it's something to consider. And speaking of Trail Kings, I actually got one. Right. It's not the same. It's a different one. This one doesn't come with tires either. I guess it comes with a lot of wheels though. There's like 8 of them. This is the Kyosho Trail King. If you guys remember, we talked about it, I don't know, a month or 2 back, and it's the Blizzard adaptation to a trail truck. So they changed the body, took off the snowplow, added some lights, and now we've got a trail, it's not a truck, trail tank? Our new trail tank? I don't know, something like that. But I got this the other day. Now I have to figure out what we're gonna do with it. I feel like I'm gonna take it out onto a trail and just run it next to another truck and just see what it'll do on a trail. Thing is I run on rock out here all the time, and the the treads on this, I don't feel like, you want to talk about hard RTR compounds. Well, straight up plastic treads may have, that beat. But we're gonna go take this thing out, see what it'll do. I don't know, why not, right? Sometimes the things that we think we need. If you guys have other ideas of what I could do with that Trail King, drop them in the comments below. For some of you who may not be aware or may not check out many of the live streams, every Sunday I've been doing something we've been calling STL Sunday. And we take a project of some sort and we 3D model it live in a stream from start to finish usually. This weekend, I decided that I wanted to design a 3D printable scale skee ball machine. And I started to kind of run out of time by the end of the stream and I wanted to just cut it short. But just about got that finished up. As soon as I have it finished up, I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video, as well as update the stream description and get you guys all of the STLs in case you wanna print your own version of a desktop skee ball machine for your scale garage. It uses 1/4-inch ball bearings, at least that's what it was designed around for the actual, it's functioning. If the ball goes in the hole, it'll come down the ball return. And also the marquee above the skee ball machine is made to fit one of these little LED name tags. This was the one that I was going to use for Scale Nationals as my tailgate for one of my trucks. But you can Wi-Fi program it from your phone with whatever message you like. This one says leaf springs suck. You can make it say whatever you want. You can get it in different colors. This one's, a red, blue, green, white, but you can get just blue or red, any of the colors. If you think that you need a skee ball machine, or you just ran out of things to print on your printer, here's something to soak up some time and filament. And we've also designed a bunch of other things on STL Sunday, like jerry cans and wheelbarrows, welding carts with a welder and a gas bottle on it, little trash cans like this, So if you're interested in that, you can go check out the old streams, or you can go to my Thingiverse, which will be linked in the description below. And on my Thingiverse is a free copy of any of the files that I've created. The whole point is to give the file away that we make at the end. So if you're looking for things to print, go check that out. And then we've got the topic of the 50,000 subscriber giveaway. And we had some items come in for that. We got the rock van, and we got the J Concepts Crete body. One of these two is what that build is going to be based around. I'm going to start the video series on this truck very soon. I also had a couple of other vendors reach out to give some product away that we're going to include in that build to just make this thing just cool and fairly well built when this is done. So check for that video later this week, and that will be your first chance to enter, and there'll be lots of chances as the time goes until we hit 50,000 subscribers. And again, thanks everybody for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to giving this thing away and celebrating it with everybody again. And our last topic for this week is completely non-RC related, but we got a new kitten. We've been waiting for her for a while. We were finally able to get her home, and her name is Sookie, and she is a Cheetoh. Cheetoh is the breed. It's half Bengal and half Osicat, and she's going to be big. Currently, she's about 15 weeks old, but stands pretty tall already. We had her in here on the live stream on Friday, where Nicole and I were building a kit on Friday night, brought her in, introduced her to everybody. She was curious and watching herself on the monitors, and we had a great time. So looking forward to that adventure, and I'm starting to worry about her climbing on my shelves. She's going to be upwards of 20 pounds, and those shelves are rated for like 8 pounds each. So hopefully I built those trucks well enough. And for this week's question, since I ended it on a non-RC topic, let's just keep it non-RC. What kind of pets do you have at home? Nicole and I love our pets. We're big pet fans. We have cats, we love dogs, but you know, responsibility and things like that. So much easier with cats. So drop in the comments below, what do you got at home? But that's gonna do it for this week. Thanks for joining once again, guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of the week. Make sure to hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification bell so you see the videos as soon as they get uploaded. We'll see you next Tuesday for the Scale News update. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.